Well, this is my latest project. It's my Trek 6000. I bought this brand new in 1997 from Cross Country Sports in Calumet, Michigan. I've had it ever since. Over the years this bike's been abused, neglected, abused and neglected. For the last couple of years I've been using it here in the Isle of Man for doing my shopping and a little bit of mountain biking, and I figured it was time to give it an upgrade. Before we get into it, what you're looking at is the finished bike. So this is the original 3x chainring. It's a 22, 32, 42, and it's all steel painted silver. And the problem with these is it's a 64 BCD and all three rings are spot welded together, so there's no way you can change these. The original cranks are Shimano Aceras, again 64 BCDs. The front derailleur is an Acera 2. It's mounted on a bracket that goes between the frame and the external drive side of the bottom bracket. So this thing, actually, if you can see there, that's about 2.5 millimeters thick. So when you put a new bottom bracket in, when you remove this, you've got to put a spacer in. The rear derailleur on the original bike is a Shimano Dior LX. It's got a long cage and it's got fairly basic Shimano 8-speed trigger shifters and a 3-speed trigger shifter for the front. The headset, it takes a 1-inch bar on a 1 1/8 inch threadless. The original bars is Icons, and as you can see they are pretty short. So all these components on the bike have been replaced. Back to the finished bike. First of all, we have got a 1x9 drivetrain. This is a microshift Advent. The derailleur's got a clutch, and that's an 1146 cassette. And we've replaced the entire bottom bracket crankset chainring with a Sunrace. This has got a 96 BCD, a bit more versatile. We have a 34 tooth narrow wide chainring, and I think if you look down there you can see the 2.5 millimeter spacer between the bottom bracket shell and the frame, and that's where the original bracket for the front derailleur was. So again, got some new pedals. I decided to keep the original RockShox. These are Jet T2s. They're 80mm travel. We've kept the original Tektro V brakes. We've just popped some new brake shoes on. You can see the shifter, it's a micro shift. We've got new handlebars. There's a 60mm race face stem, 1 1/8 on the steerer tube, 31.8 for the new handlebars. The original headset I kept because it was actually in really good condition. There's no play in it. These are headsets, I believe they're made by Cane Creek. That's in good shape. Didn't do anything with the paintwork because it's actually in pretty good condition. Again, the rear brakes we've just kept the original Tektros and just put new shoes on them. This is a 6061 T651 aluminium frame. So one of the nice things about this aluminium frame was that it was actually built in the United States before Trek moved all their production to Taiwan. So refurbished, in good condition.